Hi, and welcome to It Figures. Tonight we are going to be taking a look at Rorschach. Okay, Rorschach is a DC Direct figure, which means the price tags on these figures are going to be quite high. The packaging on these figures is okay. It's really nothing too spectacular. It's basically a package to show off the figure and not so much the packaging. So there really isn't much to see on the front of the packaging, except for, of course, the figure itself. Very little artwork except for on the top and basically the name on the bottom. The side is also basically the same. You got the Watchman logo and a picture of Rorschach. The back of the figure, again, shows the other figures in the line of Series 1, and it gives you a little bit of description on the figure. And on the bottom are the figures that are going to be in Series 2. The Rorschach figure is being held in with tapes on both sides of the top. So the accessories are actually just put in here, and they're not being held in with anything except for the packaging itself. So it would be easy to pop those out also and not damage the figure. Now Rorschach is being held in by two ties, one around the middle and one around the feet. Easily undone and easily to put back on if you wish. So let's take a look at Rorschach. As you can see, he is really well detailed with the folds in his coat all the way down to his purple pinstripe suit. The paint applications on his face are actually pretty amazing. I don't know how they really got the Rorschach on his face as clean as they did, with no overspray or overpainting or anything, but they managed to do it, and it looks absolutely great. His famous fedora is also really well done, as well as the back sculpt of his trench coat. Okay, as for articulation, I thought his head might be ball jointed, but it actually is not ball jointed. It only can turn very short distances to left and the right, and that's about as far as head will turn either direction. And for his arms, they do move up and down, of course, and his elbows do bend, but they don't bend all the way. They only bend about to right there and they stop. As for both sides, do that as well. And his hands do turn a little bit, but his legs are solid, and if you look up underneath the trench coat, you can see they stop right there. They don't actually go up to his body, and they do rotate a little bit, but they don't bend. I guess to be able to get him to stand better. So as for accessories, he does come with a few. As you can see, he comes with a stand, which actually comes with pegs. I haven't pushed it all the way through yet, but as you can see, there's 3 different holes you can actually stick the peg in, and it comes with 2 different ones, so you can position him any way you want on the stand. And it's a really nice stand. It's very detailed, with the metal top and the sides. It's very nice looking. And next, of course, is his alternative hand that you can pop out and put this one in. And basically, it's to hold his grappling hook, which is really, the only weapon that Rorschach has, because he doesn't really use that many weapons. So, and it's a really nicely detailed grappling gun. I mean, it's highly detailed. Doesn't work, of course, but it's still a kind of a cool looking accessory. So let's take a look at Rorschach on our Figometer and see how he stacks up. As for sculpt, this is Rorschach. I mean, there is no denying that's who this character is. And there isn't really that much on Rorschach to sculpt except for his trench coat, hat, face, you know, his classic clothes that he wears. So, for sculpt, Rorschach gets a 5 out of 5. For articulation, Rorschach really falls short on this. I wish he had came with a ball jointed head and maybe ball jointed shoulders and possibly even, you know, bending knees or something like that. So articulation, Rorschach gets a 2 out of 5. For paint applications, he's pretty much a flawless figure. Everything is nicely clean. There's no overpainting, no overspraying. So for paint applications, Rorschach gets a 5 out of 5. Accessories, again, he falls a little bit short on these. I tried to pull his hand off, actually, to put the other hand in, and it seems like it's really stuck in there. So I didn't want to try to break it. So I was not able to put his hand in there with the grappling hook. So I'm keeping, you know, the regular hands in there so I won't break them. But he comes with a nice stand and a nice grappling hook and a hand that I can't put in. But I would have liked to seen maybe a little bit more variety. Come with a couple different heads that have different, you know, Rorschach ink stains on them. That would be really kind of cool. So, our accessories, he gets a 3 out of 5. Overall figure, Rorschach is kind of pretty much the figure you've been waiting for, that all Watchmen fans have been waiting for, except for the limited amount of articulation and not all that great accessories. I'm going to have to give Rorschach a 4 out of 5. So that's been tonight's review for the DC Direct Watchmen figures. And stay tuned for more Watchmen figures, being that I will probably pick up every figure in the line. So you can check those out on my new website, bearonatrampoline.com, to see more figures and a few machinima movies that I've been making for Blizzard. So until next time, I will see you on It Figures.